लेकिन थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखा करो मेरी वीडियो ऑन होती है। मुझे रोके बैठ जाते जरा इधर नजर रखा कुछ कह रही हूँ अपना पेज नहीं आ रहा। अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will start because we have started chapter number 7, bioenergetics, and today we will discuss about the photosynthesis. This is our today's topic, photosynthesis. So before starting the topic, I would like to explain to the meaning of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means photo means light and synthesis means formation. So you will see in the screen, photo means light. So photo means light and synthesis means formation. So the complete meaning of photosynthesis means the formation of light. Okay, the formation of light. But here is the process is different because we all of know photosynthesis is done by plants when they make their food. So at the time they use carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight for making their food. So now we will discuss the definition of photosynthesis. What is the definition of photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the synthesis of glucose from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll with oxygen as a byproduct. So photosynthesis is an anabolic process, anabolic process and is an important component of bioenergetics in living systems. In simple words, we will understand the process of photosynthesis with the help of a diagram. You can see 6 carbon dioxide molecules when they react with 12 molecules of water and in the presence of sunlight, because this process needs energy, so they get energy from the sunlight. So because of that, uh, uh, this energy is stored in the chlorophyll. So what is chlorophyll? It is a green pigment color present in the leaves, which is responsible to make food in the leaves. So carbon dioxide and water are the raw materials of photosynthesis, and because of that, this green pigment help to make the food, and ultimately it is converted into glucose. It's a formula of glucose C6H12O6, and it is produced as a byproduct, and these are the waste products, oxygen and water. They are produced as a waste product. Oxygen is released in the air, and extra water is also released by the plants. So this is the whole process of photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is very important for the plant because they make their food with the help of carbon dioxide and water. So carbon dioxide is absorbed by plants from the environment, and water. So how water is produced, they get the water from the air from their surrounding. Okay, so the process of photolysis is happened. Photolysis means photo means light and lysis means the breakdown of light. So when the sunlight falls on the water molecules, it separates the water molecules. It separates the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. And because of that, as a byproduct, glucose is produced, which is the main food of the plant, and these materials, oxygen and water, are produced. Okay, so you will see in your screen, it is the most important biochemical pathway and nearly all life depends on it. It comprises many coordinated biochemical reactions that occur in plants, some protists and some bacteria. A simple general equation for photosynthesis is as follows. So you have to keep in mind the definition of photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means formation. So complete meaning of photosynthesis is formation of light. Okay, formation of light. But here formation here photosynthesis process is use light for making the food. So it is used by the plants, it is used by the leaves. uh, Now we will discuss how intake of water and carbon dioxide is happen inside the plant. So you will see water and carbon dioxide are the raw materials of photosynthesis. So plants have mechanism for the intake and transport of these raw materials. Raw materials which help to make the food for the plant, and these raw materials are carbon dioxide and water. So what is happen inside the body of a plant when water is used, when the sunlight, the protons which are present in the light, when they falls on the water, the photons when they falls on the bottom, they break the water, and because of the hydrogen and oxygen are separated. Hydrogen ions are separated and oxygen ions are separated. So hydrogen ions are further make reaction with, and because of that two powerful molecules are produced, which are ATP and NADPH. Okay, now we will discuss here water present in soil is absorbed by roots. So how water becomes a part of the body of a plant? It is absorbed by roots. Water is absorbed by roots and root hairs. We also discussed in previous lecture that under the ground the roots are present, and roots are further divided into root hairs which help to absorb plenty of water for the plant. So and this process happen through osmosis. Osmosis, you all of know, it is the movement of water molecules inside the plant. You can also see the definition of osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water from a dilute solution to the concentrated one, so through a membrane. So it is the movement of water molecules from higher concentration to lower concentration. So this water is eventually transported to leaves through xylem vessels. We also know about that xylem vessels and phloem vessels, they both are present in the stem. Xylem vessels transport, absorb water from the roots. Okay, first of all, the water is absorbed in the soil by roots and root hairs, and then this water is sent to the xylem vessel. So xylem vessel absorb that water and take up to all parts, aerial parts of the plant, the parts which are above the ground, in which leaves, flowers, and fruits. So they take up, xylem vessel take up all that water to the aerial parts of the plant. Okay, come to next page. Okay, the air that enters leaf through tiny pores, they are called stomata. Now we will discuss how carbon dioxide becomes the part of the body of a plant. In previous paragraph, we have discussed that how water becomes the part of a plant. Now we will discuss how air becomes the part of a plant. So the air enters leaf through tiny pores which are called stomata. We all of know stomata are present on the surface of the leaf. They are like a bean shape and they act as a guard cells, and they are open at daytime and they are closed at night time. Okay, so the air enters in the body of a plant means carbon dioxide is entered in the body of a plant through stomata. So reaches into the air spaces present around mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells, stomata are present at the edges of the leaf, and mesophyll cells are present in the center of the leaf. Each and every mesophyll cell have air spaces around it. Okay, so around the mesophyll cells there are air spaces. So when the air passes through the stomata, it first of all goes the air spaces of the mesophyll cells. So the air carries carbon dioxide. So this air has carbon dioxide inside it, which gets absorbed in the tiny layer of water surrounding mesophyll cells. Mesophils, the surrounding of mesophyll cells is always covered by water. So when the air enters into the spaces of mesophyll cells, so the air dissolve in the so the air dissolve into the water. So from here, the carbon dioxide diffuses into mesophyll cell. So this is the pathway that carbon dioxide becomes a part of the body of the plant, part of the cells of the leaves. So this is a very simple process. When air passes through the tiny pores of stomata, first it enters into the stomata, and then in the center of the leaf there is a mesophyll cells. Around the mesophyll cells there are spaces. So these spaces are very important because in these spaces already water is present. So when the carbon dioxide enter into these spaces, because of that what is happened, the air is dissolved, carbon dioxide is dissolved in water, and it becomes a part of the leaf. So this is the process of water and carbon dioxide, that how they become the part of the leaf. Now you can see a stomata cover only 1 to 2% of the leaf surface, but they allow much air to pass through them. Stomata cover only 1 to 2% of the leaf surface. Okay, so only 1 or 2% of the surface of the leaf is covered by stomata. So this is very important for your MCQs. You have to underline in your book. Okay, so this was the introduction of photosynthesis, and we have discussed that carbon dioxide and water work as a raw material of in photosynthesis. So how the intake of water and carbon is happen inside the body of a plant. Now we will discuss mechanism of photosynthesis. Mechanism is that what is the process, how photosynthesis is completed inside the body of a plant. So we will discuss this mechanism. Photosynthesis occurs in two phases. Yes, keep in your mind, it happens in two ways. What is that? First is called, during first phase a light energy is captured. Okay, you can see this is the difference. I will also tell you the difference and comparison between the two reactions. So I will tell you in simple words that mechanism of photosynthesis consists of two phases. First are called light reactions and second are called dark reactions. In light reaction, light energy is used, and in dark reaction, it doesn't mean is that it is happen only at night. Dark reactions means a reaction in which light is not involved. But in light reaction, light energy means sunlight is involved. Okay, so now we will discuss in detail what is that. During first phase, light energy is captured. Okay, so in light reaction, light energy is captured, and in dark reaction, the light energy is used to make the high energy molecules, and these molecules are ATP and NADPH. So NADPH is the abbreviation of nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Okay, it is an abbreviation of nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate hydrogen bond. Okay, so these two powerful molecules are present in dark reactions. Okay, so we will discuss in detail. ATP, we all of know, adenosine triphosphate, these both are the powerful molecules which give energy during the photosynthesis. So these reactions which are known as light reactions. So this reactions is called a light reaction. So if you see the diagram, you can understand better. You can see it is a chlorophyll molecule. We all of know that all sunlight and all materials are captured, are stored in the chlorophyll. So it is a structure of a chlorophyll molecule, you can see, and this is showing the light reaction. This is a light reaction, and it is happen in the thylakoids. Okay, and you can see which thing is using, water is used in this process and sunlight. The plant is getting energy from a sunlight. Okay, and it is also using carbon dioxide. Okay, so you can see it is a water molecule. Okay, it is a light reaction. Light reaction happened in the leaf in the thylakoid. If you keep in your mind and the topic which you have studied in chapter number 4, plastids, in which you have discussed that in which you have discussed that plastids divided into three parts: chromoplast, leucoplast, and chloroplast. Okay, so first I will tell you about the chloroplast. Okay, in chloroplast there are a sac-like structure are present which are called thylakoids, and the fluid in which they are stored, that is called a stroma. Okay, so in light reactions, it is a mechanism photosynthesis. In light reaction, first what do we need? We in this process the light is captured. Okay, and then this light falls on the water molecules. Okay, you can see water consists of water and oxygen molecule, so they are separate, they are breakdown. So because of that, what is happened, oxygen is released in the air, and because of that you can see two powerful molecules are produced which are called ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and NADPH. It means nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphorus phosphate hydrogen bond. These two powerful molecules are produced. After that, what is happened, the dark reactions are started. Dark reaction in which the energy of light is used, it is not captured, it is used. So why it is used? To make glucose for the body of a plant. And this dark reaction is happen in stroma. I have told you thylakoid in chloroplast, the thylakoid floats in the fluid. That fluid is called stroma. You also have studied in plastic in chapter number 4. Okay, I have told you in a detail. So because of that, at that time carbon dioxide is used to make glucose in dark reactions, and you can see sugar means glucose is produced. Carbon dioxide is used in with the help of these powerful molecules. What is happened, carbon dioxide is used and it make glucose for the body of a plant. And again there, because of it is separate, so again two molecules are produced in chloroplast which are NADP, means nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, and ADP, adenosine diphosphate. I have told you in previous lecture, when ATP molecules is broken down. So first of all, when it is when it is broken, first of all it will convert into ADP. It means adenosine diphosphate, and then it convert into AMP, means adenosine monophosphate. So due to dark reactions, these two molecules NADP and ADP will be produced, and again that this process, and again they will give energy uh, um, to the leaf. So this is a process of dark reactions and light reactions and dark reactions, which help to each other and make the photosynthesis process possible in the body of a plant. Now you can see it's a box. Okay, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide NAD is a coenzyme. You also study coenzyme, characteristics of enzyme that takes electrons and hydrogen ions, and it thus reduced to NADH, means nic nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen bond. One form of this coenzyme also carries phosphate with it, so it is called NADP. I hope you understand. Now we will discuss its summary, which is given in your book. Uh, Before that, I would like to explain you a box is given in your book. No, yes, we have done. Now I will discuss the summary of light reactions with you. You can see the summary of the events of light reactions is as follows. This is the summary of this reaction which I have told you with the help of diagram. You can see the summary. When chlorophyll molecules absorb light, definitely this is a chlorophyll molecule. Okay, when it absorbs the light, the energy level increases and the electrons emitted. Definitely when they absorb the light, so what will be happen? These photons will be broken down, hydrogen and oxygen ion are broken down, and because of that oxygen will be released in the air. Okay, secondly, electrons are passed electron transport chain to produce ATP molecule. I have told you after that ATP molecule will be produced. Third point, light also breaks water molecules. Photolysis. Photolysis means, photo means light and lysis means breakdown of light molecules, and oxygen is released. The hydrogen atoms of water give electrons to chlorophyll and become and become ions. Okay, the electrons of chlorophyll after the production of ATP and the hydrogen ions of water are used for the reduction of NADP into NADPH. I have told you because of this reaction, ATP, a powerful molecule, and NADPH will be produced. And when they will go into dark reaction, because of the one phosphate ion will be reduced and it will be converted into NADP molecule. Okay. Now come to next page. Now we will discuss the summary of dark reactions. Okay. Before discussing the dark reaction, no, first of all I will discuss the summary of dark reaction. Then I will explain you this diagram. This is very important diagram because it is this diagram. The whole series of light reaction is called Z scheme due to the Z shape flow chart. So this diagram completely shows us the light reactions and the dark reactions. And the whole series of light reactions and dark reaction is called a, in short words, we called it Z scheme. Why it is called Z scheme? Light reactions of photosynthesis. Why it is called the Z scheme? Because it is in the shape of Z. You can see it is in the shape of Z. We will discuss it later. First of all, I will explain to you what are dark reactions. It is the summary of dark reactions. So dark reactions are also called Kelvin cycle. Dark reactions are also called Kelvin cycle. When in the board example this question comes, then always they ask write dark reaction, and sometimes they ask write Kelvin cycle in photosynthesis. So if they ask Kelvin cycle or dark reaction, both have the same answer. So Kelvin was awarded Nobel Prize in 1961 for his work on the details of photosynthesis. Okay, so the details of dark reactions were discovered by Melvin Kelvin and his colleague at the University of California. The summary of the events of dark reaction, also known as Kelvin cycle. First of all, carbon dioxide molecules are combined with 5 carbon compounds from temporary 6 carbon compounds, each of which split into 3 carbon compounds. The 3 carbon compounds are reduced to 3 carbon carbohydrates by using ATP and hydrogen with NADPH. The 3 carbon compounds are used to manufacture glucose. The carbon The 3 carbon carbohydrates are also used to regenerate the origin 5 carbon compounds. This is this step also utilizes ATP. Okay, I will explain you these dark reactions in simple words. You can say utilizes ATP. If you see the diagram in your book, Z scheme. Okay, you can see these are light reactions of photosynthesis. We can see very clearly that we all of know that water is used as a byproduct, as a raw material in the process of photosynthesis, and water consists of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So what is happened when the light falls on them? Photons. These are the electrons of light. So when they falls on them, because of that, these 2 hydrogen atoms are separated. Okay, oxygen is released in the air, and these are the 2 atoms of hydrogen. It means 2 electrons of hydrogen are separated and they becomes the part of chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll molecules. So because of that, when they become the part of chlorophyll molecules, at that time the energy is released. And these 2 electrons raise up the energy, make up the photosynthesis process quickly in the body of a plant. And when they reach at their top, because of that, they again lose their energy. So at that time, electron transport chain, which you have studied in mechanism of enzyme, electron transport chain is happened, and these 2 electrons again becomes a part of chlorophyll. And because of that, at that time, energy for the synthesis of ATP, it means the ATP molecule is formed at that time. And then these chlorophyll molecules, when they enter, they come into a dark reactions, and because of that, photons are also becomes the part of these two electrons, and at that time again energy is released, and because of this energy, hydrogen ions are combined and they make another powerful molecule which is called NADP, means nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate molecule is formed, and further it will convert into nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphorus hydrogen bond. And because of that, this is the complete reaction of light reactions, and it will show the complete formation of photosynthesis. Okay, so at the same time, in simple words we can say that photosynthesis happen in the body of a plant with raw material, and because of that bioproduct is produced. So what are the raw materials in the body? And these are carbon dioxide and hydrogen, which are used by plant at daytime, and in the presence of chlorophyll molecule, the food is stored here. And in light reactions energy light is captured, and in dark reactions the energy is used to make the glucose. So glucose is the main source on the body of a plant, which help to make the food for the plant. So that's why this is a process in which the plants get the energy, and they make their body strong. Okay, so I hope you understand. This is also called dark reactions, also called Kelvin cycle, because of the scientist who discovered it, Melvin Kelvin. So sometimes these dark reactions, and if this topic comes in three different ways in your board exam. First, they can ask you to write the mechanism of photosynthesis. Secondly, they can ask you explain only light reactions. They can ask you only write dark reactions in photosynthesis, and sometimes they ask both reactions, and sometimes they ask a Kelvin cycle in photosynthesis. So when they ask Kelvin cycle in photosynthesis, it means you have to explain the dark reactions in your exams. So these are very important, and these steps and summaries are given in your book. So you have to read these carefully, and you have to understand this whole process with the help of diagram. And you can also follow this diagram. This diagram is also very important. It completely explains you the formation of photosynthesis process in your book. You can also see this diagram. This is also very important, that here is the sunlight, and the light is captured by the light reactions, and when it falls on the water, then hydrolysis, yeah, means breakdown of water molecules is started, and hydrogen and oxygen are separated, and because of that oxygen is released in the air, and you can see because of that two powerful molecules ATP and NADPH are formed, which gives energy to the body of a plant. And then dark reaction is starting, which is happened in the stroma. I have told you this reaction is happened in thylakoids. If you keep in your mind the plastids, the chloroplast, that chloroplast consists of it is a double boundary membrane. Its outer membrane is very smooth, and inner membrane make sac-like structure which are called thylakoids, and these thylakoids float in a fluid which is called a stroma. So in light reaction, it is happened in thylakoids of chloroplast, and in dark reaction, it is happened in a stroma. So when these molecules are entered into the body of a plant, so because of that carbon dioxide is becomes the mesophyll cells around the spaces, so it is dissolved in the water, and because of that carbon dioxide when enters into the body of a leaf, so water is already present over there, so it will become the part of the body, and it will make glucose at that time. Its chemical formula is C6H12O6. So it make it possible for the body, and because of that when dark reactions are happen again, so NADP or ADP are formed. Okay, and so this whole process began consistently in the body of a plant. Light reactions, and dark reaction. This is the mechanism of photosynthesis which help the plant to make their food by themselves. And this is a process because of that a plant's body get energy, and it can produce seeds and it can produce fruits on its body. So I hope you understand the mechanism of photosynthesis and this is clear to you. So now your lecture has been ended. I have choose only one topic for you today. In next lecture, we will discuss about the role of chlorophyll and light, and role of chlorophyll and light, and limiting factors in photosynthesis. These two topics we will discuss in our next lecture. So I hope you understand the lecture. Um, now your class has been ended. If you want to ask any question, if you have any question, any confusion in your mind, you can ask the question. Thank you so much. बनाओ, मैं काम कर रही हूँ। अभी इसके बाद भी मैंने काम करना है। वहाँ से मुझे मैथ की बुक दो। वहाँ से मुझे मैथ की बुक दो। बुक दो मैथ। बना लो खुद।
खत्म होगी।
मत करो। जाके ब्रश करो।